What's up? Welcome back to another video, and this will be part 2 to the underrated machine expansion videos that I previously uploaded. So I'm gonna jump right into this one, but before I do that, you know what I need you to do. I need you to go ahead and click that subscribe button and also click that notification bell so you will know when more videos are posted and uploaded and ready for you to check out. So like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this one. All right, so the first one that I really feel like that is overrated is Platinum Bounce. The one thing I don't like about these types of machine expansions, and there are a few that are like this, where they kind of cover a multitude of genres. They try to put some of 80s hip-hop and 90s hip-hop and R&B. They try to fit too much into one machine expansion, and for me that doesn't go over so well. It often comes out pretty bland, and I know in the previous video I said all the drums for all these expansions, especially the ones for hip-hop, R&B, urban pop, they are out of this world. I think Platinum Bounce is the only one where the drums aren't that good. Are they good? Yes, but I don't think they're to the level of a Prospect Haze or Aquarius Earth, or even Helios Ray. So that's one that I see people talk about a lot, and I'm really not too much feeling it. Take a look at two of the kits I have up here. This is, which one is this? This is the Get Biz kit. And this expansion really is geared towards more radio ready songs, radio ready sounds. So I get why the sounds are like this, because these are the sounds that, if you wanted to go towards more radio ready, really radio heavy influence hip hop, this really would be the expansion that you will want to pick up. All right, the next overrated one is True School. I think I could put this one in overrated / disappointment. When I bought Conant Gardens, it was between Conant Gardens and True School, and so let me go ahead and bring up a True School kit. Well, a couple of True School kits at least. And the Shaolin kit. Where's my Shaolin kit? There we go. Alright, so yeah, I was choosing between Conant Gardens and True School. And with Conant Gardens, I knew what I was going to get, especially after reading the description of, it being curated by Amp Fiddler, and me knowing who Amp Fiddler was, or is at least. That kind of swayed my decision. But whenever I saw True School, I'm thinking, okay, I see True School, I'm thinking 90s, early 90s, mid to late 80s hip hop. So I'm thinking about the big boom and explosive drums. I'm thinking, just pretty much all hip hop, just that original raw sound. That's what I was thinking. And I really feel like they put the okie doke on me. Really wasn't what I was expecting. This is the Shaolin kit. I mean, this sounds great. The drums in here are excellent. As I've mentioned probably about 100 times before, but it's more so the melodic kits that I really can't get into. It's probably a bad example, but yeah, I'm really not just feeling True School. It's one of those that I rarely reach for. Um, I've reached for Halcyon Sky before I reached for True School for certain elements. What I do use True School for when I do use it is to layer my drums. I never use the actual kit drums because they're already processed. I like to go in and go to the one shots and get kicks or snares from there and layer them either on top of other drums from machine kits, machine expansion kits, one shots at least, or layer them with some of my own drums that I've chopped up or collected over the years. So, okay, so the next one is purely overrated. And when I say overrated, I'm not saying that the sounds are whack. The reason I say this one is overrated is because I feel like for what a lot of us was expecting, and I've seen a lot of people talk about this with this particular machine expansion, based on what we get with like Street Swarm, True School, just pretty much a few of their machine expansions. These artist expansions leave you wanting a whole lot more. I mean, literally, they leave you wanting a whole lot more because these sounds are excellent, but we don't get a lot. We don't get enough as compared to, like I said, Aquarius, Earth, Soul, Magic, Crate Cuts. Hate to do this one, and I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash, but DJ Khaled. The DJ Khaled Artix expansion, first off, as far as sounds, process sounds, this is magnificent. But for me, it's overrated. And you know, I don't know if you could probably call it overrated or disappointing. Let's call it more disappointing. More disappointing than overrated, because I was expecting a lot more. But I realized the Artist expansion series that Native Instrument does, they usually come with a little less. I wouldn't necessarily say this is a bad purchase. It's great because of what you get as far as sounds. DJ Khaled, the drums, the sounds, the melodic kits. These, listen to these. These are ready to go, and if you're worried about drums, that's the. Let me put a drum kit up here. It's magnificent, but it is about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're looking at about 25 kits, probably opposed to like about maybe 40 or 50 on something like Soul Magical Crate Cuts. I wanted a lot more. Especially after going through some of these kits, I wanted so much more. But DJ Khaled definitely hooked us up for this one. The sounds on this are amazing. I was just disappointed that we didn't get more than what was given to us, and that's just more so a personal thing. So by all means, you know, pick this one up. Like I said, my opinion is just, you know, the disappointment. My issue is just a disappointment in, you know, the at least 25 kits, as opposed to other machine expansions. You get a lot more than that. So I think I'll do what I did for Helios Ray with the DJ Khaled pack. Probably put a video up making the beat using these, because man, the sounds in this one are magnifique. Alright, so the next machine expansion, and these last two are One is mostly disappointing. The other one is a combination of disappointing and overrated, because it's one of these that I definitely hear a lot about. The one I'm going to talk about now is Basement Era, and I had high hopes for this one. I had really high hopes for this one for two reasons. This was in conjunction with Raw Cuts, and Raw Cuts makes some of the best sounds. Prospect Haze is one of my favorites. That's a go-to. So when I saw Basement Era and reading the description, in the late 80s and early 90s, boom bap was king. On the East Coast, hip-hop producers and artists like Pete Rock, Grand Puba, and Gang Starr's DJ Premier dropped beats dripping with jazz and soul. You mentioned Pete Rock and DJ Premier. I'm expecting these sliced up samples, these one shots, to be top notch. If they would have put their names on the Prospect Haze, I would have been like, perfect. But for Basement Era, it feels half-assed, to be honest with you. Once again, drums on point. The samples, they don't hit. I don't like the processing on them. Are there some that can be used? Yes, there's definitely some sounds in there that can be used. But overall, I really wasn't feeling Basement Era, and I've tried so many times to make a beat with Basement Era. As a matter of fact, I want to say that you go look at one of my earlier videos. I tried to make a beat with Basement Era, came out, but I still, and it's just something about that machine kit. Like I said, I just feel it's too much of something and not enough of something as well. If I had to choose between this and Prospect Haze all day. Some of the sounds. This is the Pete Rock, quote unquote, Pete Rock kit. Actually not bad, but it's just something, it's something about it that it's, I don't want to say it's grating to the ears, because it's really not. It's just something about it, it just doesn't jump out and grab me like Prospect Haze or even some of the other Raw Cut samples. Go check those out. It just doesn't sound right. It just doesn't vibe with me. I think I got another one up here. This is the floppy kit. Like I said, I don't know, man. It's load up Basement Era, then load up Prospect Haze, then play them both side to side, and you'll see what I mean. All right, and the last one, I have higher hopes for this one more than I have for Basement Era, and this isn't necessarily a artist or producer series kit, but it is definitely curated by one of the best producers in the history of hip-hop. Queensbridge Story, curated by Havoc of the infamous Mobb Deep. I really do not like the sounds in this one. Bass sounds are pretty good. Lead synth sounds and those I'm not too crazy about them. Yeah, I was really expecting a lot more. Actually, I was expecting the Queensbridge Story expansion to kind of follow along the same kind of style that the Prospect Haze was, where it sounds, sample driven, but today went a more traditional synthesized route. And last time I checked, Havoc is one of the illest samplers in the game ever. Let's take a listen. So like I said, the drums aren't bad. So like I said, it's okay. I really, once again, was expecting a lot more out of this one, you know, aside from the drums, because as I mentioned before, the drums are beautiful, but it's everything else about QB's story that I'm not aligned with it. You know, let me know what you think about them. Are these some expansions that you like to rock with? So let me know your favorite expansion and your least favorite expansion. Do that in the comments. That'll be a good talking point. So if you did find this video helpful, hit that like button. As a matter of fact, if you didn't find it helpful, hit the dislike button. Either way it goes, it helps me out. It kind of starts to put me in an algorithm, and I want to get there. Yo, help a brother out. But anyway, go make some dope music, go make some dope art, go make some dope shit. Peace.